start in Word S3. Take one bucket. My gift shop. It's a kind of website. Java project. I want to go in Ohio. You see, whenever I use this, I have to apply the permission through policies. So if you want to do, if I don't want to do, you can use it. So depend on your use cases. But if you have this option, you have two options. You can define ACL, access control list, where you can just click, or you can define policy also. I want to make this as a private because I'm not hosting a website. I want my internal team should access it for my internal process. So at that time, you have to create what? Private bucket, not public bucket. It's a very concern to security. Versioning, I'm just distributing the contents and there is no column, there is no content changes. So mostly the contents are not going to change or replace. So I'll go for what? Server side encrypt is what? Encryption can be on rest and transit. Rest is a word when the encryption is done on the storage level. That means when the data is available on my storage, it's going to be encrypted. If someone wants to access, they need to have authorization. When the data moves from the hard disk, from here to outside, so that's going to be what? That's going to be outside. That means that is called transit. What is that? Transit. Encrypt at what? Transition. Now, I just create a bucket with a private, right? So it's saying something, me, creating bucket you can upload. Now I got some errors, check upside. What is that? It's saying what? Someone has taken already. As I said, all the 1 million plus customers of Amazon using S3 service globally, same service. The name should be unique. Name should be unique. Now I'll say what? Java project 30. I'll give a name proper. Now I create it. Is created? Because the Java project 30 is not available. So I have created. Once you have created, now imagine that what you are doing is you have a project, you have S3 bucket, S3 service in a bucket, Ohio. My planning is what? I want to have another bucket and I want whatever the data I'm storing here, it should be copied to where? Yes. I'm going to show you what exactly how to do. Because if something happened to my Ohio region, it should be what? Available in North Virginia. What is that? North Virginia. This is what? Your EC2 cluster. You have a servers. The web server. So what I want is, I'm using a kind of storage, EFS, to store what? Code. Source code I'm going to keep where? Into this. And your objects I'm going to store here in the real time, the application. So now web server having some local disk attached. That is called EBS, where I'm running my EBS, where I'm running what? Linux plus Nginx software, or maybe WordPress software I'm using. So whatever I'm running here, I want the data should be stored in a central way. The source code, I'll do what? Mount. I'll do mount from here. I don't want to waste the space. That's why I have stored here. So data is basically going to be 2 GB. But here the objects is going to be what? 30 GB. Videos, photos, lot of things are there. Or 100 GB you can see. So whatever the photos application having this, so what I want, this server should access this storage. So this storage should be in a what? Private bucket. It should be private bucket. It's not for outsiders. It is basically I'm using storage for what? Internal peoples. Internal peoples. Are you able to see that? If you want, you can sit here. Now, what I want to do is, I want to do this. I want this should be access to this application. This also I'll just make it what? Available here. This also I'll make it available here. Link to all servers. So now what happened? This application accessing whenever this application loaded into the customer side, so automatically images and photo will be called by the Java or whatever the script you're writing. That means in the script you're going to give a reference of what? S3. So whenever it's accessing, it should be accessed through private. So what you do when you go for private access, you make what? All EC2 and EFS will work on where? Under VPC boundary. What is that? Remember this point. Under VPC boundary network. So this here storage is public storage, but I have created private bucket. I don't want to share outside. I don't want to share outside. And have created a JSON policy. Allow from specific IP address. I can give what? Server IP. So I can give an access to which can access, which system can access, who can access, which user can access. I can define it. Now I have defined the permission. This is going to be what? Read and write, because your application need what? Uploading and downloading. Some customers are accessing the images and videos. Some customer is downloading the images and videos from the website. That means it should be read and write. Maybe they are uploading new images, so it should be what? Allowed. Now I want that. Who is the developer? That means developer whenever they want to upload source code, they have to upload to where? Here. S3 access. That means I have to give a permission to what? Dev1. Dev1 permit. That means you have to give what? Grant permission. Who can access this bucket? Only. Now what I will do is that in this way the storage will distribute. You save here because of what? To make a cheaper solution of storage. You store all the source code here to avoid duplicate and avoid the bill of more storage. The server will not get duplicated the code. Only the link will be shared. Link will be shared. That is called mounting. We call it as what? Mount. Here we say what? logic. Like that means S3 is not going to mount. S3 will have what? Only application logic will be applied here. A Java programmer will do what? They'll specify where is video and photo, the location of that particular videos and photos. Now, what I mean to say, I want to make this because of billing. If they're accessing this server, they need internet connection. And our private server will not have internet connection. It will have what? Only private IP. What is that? They'll write on private IP. So now how can they access this S3? Because S3 is a public. If you want to access, you have to access S3 service through internet only. Now I want to attach a kind of pipe, a connectivity to VPC. So we use what? Endpoint. What is that? If I create endpoint, your S3 will become as a private access. So the costing will be reduced. Understand the costing. If I create endpoint to the S3, what happened? S3 can be accessed through a private IP. It can be communicated because you attach to the VPC. So now I'm talking about what now? Replication. What I'm explaining here, what real time how people do that, because I'm not talking only S3, because we know VPC, we know EC2, all those things. I have gathered all those things and I have given what? A clear picture what is going on, but we need to implement what? JSON, replication. I want to define event also. What event? If developer upload, next I have another team. Graphic design, or I have a data process team. So I want whenever this user send the data or upload the data to bucket, I want event should be, monitoring should be there always. If they upload any Java file, I want Java file, or I want what? If they upload any kind of images or videos, so it needs to be forwarded to where? It needs to have a notification to where? To this user. That means they'll get email, they'll get notification that yes, new file uploaded, please do your job. That means a graphic designer will optimize the photo. Then once he uploaded, then he will upload the same thing here. That means even you understand, communicating to next team, next person in a company, whenever you upload something, someone has to fetch, someone has to upload, download, and someone has to do some work. So now this basically this, or account department, you can say what? We have a account department. So this is not developer. Imagine that it's going to be what? A cash collecting team. Bill counter. We say POE, point of sale, POS, point of sale. What is point of sale? In a DMart, or if you go any market, you have a billing section that is called what? POS system. Point of sale, the system where they're billing. So now these people, whenever they go here, I want that whenever they upload any bills, example, they did and they supplied to this, we instructed that whatever the you bill, all the bills to be submitted here. So whenever the bill comes, event, I want to define event that whenever someone generated a kind of PDF file or Excel file, uploaded, forward to this notification to this person. He's from our account department. Got the point? A collection officer or a cash collector or a point of sale, whenever they upload PDF or Excel file, I want it should be notified to account department. So account department can download this file and can store into accounting. They need billings to attach in accountability. So there are a lot of process. So we need what? Event should be there because the user cannot understand that who uploaded when, what. There is no time fix. So they should get notification that new files come, please download it. We have to show event, replication and JSON. Okay. Now let's understand. In a properties of any object, you'll find what? You see what? Event notification. Send a notification when specific event occurs in a bucket. When I say create, it will ask event name. I'll say what? Bills. We're saying prefix and suffix. Prefix means in the bucket we can have multiple folders. I have a folder called bills. That means I'm saying that in the bucket there is a folder. Under that you have to check. Where to check? Under this folder. What to check? I want to say only XLS. I want to check this extension. Only if this file is coming, then you have to upload it. I want to do monitoring. I want to say which monitoring. In this bucket, only this folder and this file. So event type, you have to monitor, but what? If someone uploaded, someone uploaded. Now you have an option called what? Redundancy, reduce redundancy storage. Loss events. Now I can use this for lowering the cost of the storage. Redundancy will be less. That means redundancy means what? Making a duplicate copy as a backup. That is called redundancy. If I say I have a redundancy in power supply, that means I have a multiple source of power supply. One source is gone, second source is inverter. If I say I have a redundancy in internet, that means one internet is gone, second internet. But storage redundancy means one storage gone, second storage will have this available. But now, replication. Where to replicate? It's asking. Destination exam. I said, and then lambda SNS. I want to say what? While creating auto scaling, we created some topic, notification. Under auto scaling, you have an option called notification. We created topic and we have given email address. So that can be used. My team 3. So automatically, whenever someone upload, which file? XLS and under bills. Prefix is a folder location. Suffix is nothing but a files. When I say this, it says that unable to validate the following destination, what you have chosen. I'll select support team. I'll try again. It's saying unexpected error. Where is error? You have to read properly. Destination, validate following destination configuration. Destination means what? This is a destination. That means they are talking about this only. So saying your topic is not available. What you have to do is quickly You can go for simple notification services. The topics are there. I'll create topic. Financing team. Source zone. Create topic. Create a subscription. Subscription nothing but a what? Which protocol you want to use? SQS. It's asking a lot of protocol. SQS I don't want. I want to do what? Subscription on mobiles. So email I have given. It's saying what? I have to log in to my email address. I have to check any email comes or not. Till now I don't receive any email. I'll do what? Because storage full, that's why it's not giving information. I want to delete, so I'll refresh it. Because of the space, it's saying additional protection against these things and now. So I have given word same ID. Till now I did not. I think one notification is there. Subscription, you can see that my team 3. It was not did earlier, so when I say confirmation, it will do confirmation. So now what I'll do is I'll try to go for my S3. Because subscription not available earlier, that's why it's not given. So to send a notification, you need to have a proper topic. That's why we came to here to validate. What is the name of this topic? Financial. No, what we have to create is standard. Finance team. So zone. If I say create public like subscription, it should show how many protocols, email, what do you want to do. I want to say what? What's the email address? It's saying I'm giving my email address. I should get the email address. Email address should be correct. I don't want to go for SNS or something. SMS, I want to go for email. It it will say what? Pending. What is that pending? Why is pending? I have to confirm. When I go to inbox, we'll get something. Source zone. You see here? My team tree. This is my latest one. Confirm subscription. Now go here, refresh it. Display zone. Is it confirmed or not? No. Go to S3. Why came here? We go for what? S3. But till now I have not got because of what? Refresh. You have to refresh the page. Bills. Bill. XLS. X. Put. SNS topic. I confirm. So even though I'm getting error, following destination configuration. So what I'll do is, I'll remove this. Before Amazon S3 can publish message, that's the you must grant the Amazon S3 principal the necessary permission to call relevant API. That's why it's not giving. That means it's not allowing the S3 to talk with what? So I have to define what? Permissions. It's giving clearly. Before giving that lambda or anything, you should have what? Permission. Without the permission, you cannot do that. So that means, how can I do that? There is an error. Remember, troubleshooting is very important. Interview they can ask, what challenges you face? You say that while creating some kind of events, I got an error, destination configuration, but I have created topic properly, the topic name is correct, everything correct. I'm getting error because of what? One service want to talk another service, you should have a permission. You should have a permission. So how can I create a permission? In an IAM, you can create user and roles, but it's a service to service. It's not user to service. It's a calling what? I want to give permission to S3 to your SNS. So if I want to give this permission, I have to define only JSON. What is that? I'm closing. That's the steps basically. There's a step for what? SNS. Have you done these steps? Event steps. How to do that? Go to bucket first. Where you want to apply? Properties. In the property, you'll find what? Scroll up to events. Create event. Name it. Test. Select prefix as a word, bucket, or you can say this. .pdf example. On which event I want to select what? Put. And it's going to send what? You can see name, event I have given, then I have to go for what? Destination. It depends on, right? It's not optional. destination, and I have to go for what? SNS, SQS, Lambda. These are the. But I want to go for what? Notification. So I'll use what? Simple notification services. Simple. Now you have to choose what? Topic. Existing topic. SNS or create it. Now what I have done is I have done the steps for what? Events. Now I have to understand the permissions. You can see the permissions. You have option called what? Public policy. Now how to define the public policy? Let's see here. I want to go for edit. There are two options in policy. Policy example or policy generator. How to apply the policy? Bucket. You have to go for permission. You have to say bucket policy. Bucket policy. Under that you have a word. Example policy, or you have a generate policy. Generate policy. So we have two kind of policies. What I want to do is I want to give a permission to a kind of through this example which is given by Amazon, or I can generate my policy. I can generate my policy. Now what I'll do is I'll use example, because Amazon has given a lot of examples policy for you, for your business. They've given lot of examples. You can see that policy names. Managing user access to what? Specific folders. Managing object access with object tagging or keys, IP address. You see here, I'll just click on this. So it will give all the example why. It's giving that all the explanation of the policy. What do you mean by this policy? You can see here how the policy written. You can see the policy section. So it's not important that you have to write all the things. Quotation, brackets, flower brackets, you have to do this, all the things. Only you have to do what? You have to change here. The structure will be all for all policy same, but you have to change the value. In the description, whatever you want to do description you can do. After is going to what? Deny or allow, two values. Principal, star means what? Everyone. Star means what? Everyone. I don't want to give the username. I don't want to give some name of that who can access. So I'm giving what? Star. Action means what? I want to do perform some action, read, write, upload, download something. If I say star, that means deny everyone, every action. Deny everyone, every action. On which bucket? This bucket, deny all. But I'm giving what? Condition. In the condition you can see. Deny all. The condition I have given what? That means I'm saying to a string, deny all to this bucket. Any action, read, write, upload, download, they cannot do anything. My company says if the employees are from my company, if they do access this bucket, then allow. If they go outside home by using their own credential, they cannot. I have to say what? That means the network IP address 192.0.0/24 means the network which belongs to that 192 series, they can access. So I'm giving what? The IP. Check the IP address. If they're from this, then it should be allowed. Because there's going to be what? The condition, whatever we have given the permission, and when I give condition, it means what? Override. It will allow when? Or else deny. Or else deny. So what is the policy basically? My company want that only our employee in our network, only they can access, but they should not access from outside. That's the meaning of this policy. So what I can do is, I can take this policy, Amazon policy by default, copy it. I can go to the policy and I'll say what? Paste the policy, copy paste. But only have to change what? Now, IP address and bucket name. My bucket name is what? What is that? Finance 3 or what? Now if I see bucket name, you can see bucket name. Java project 30. Java project. Java project 30. I want all file folder. Again I can say what? Java project 30. An IP address, example, my system IP address. I'll give my system IP address. On internet, I want to check what is my IP address from my. So what I'll do is, I'll say what is my IP address. If I type in internet location, so my IP address which is assigned to my system by your ISP, Jio or Tata, whatever you have internet connection, it will show the IP address. This is the IP address. I'll copy this. I'll paste. That means I'm saying allow this bucket from my IP. If you go outside at home and you want to access this bucket, example, you're working here. When you come here, you can upload it. When you go home, you cannot upload, you cannot delete, you cannot download files. So there is a kind of restrictions I want to give. Change, save changes. It's giving some error. What's the error? Invalid resource. What is invalid resource? We'll check. Java project 30 bucket name resource ARN AWS S3. So I need to check.
So project spelling.
Oh, project. Okay. Project. Okay. Now here, is it clear? That's now again read it the properly error. You can easily solve. Save changes. Now it will not give, and it says what? Successfully edited bucket policy. Now what I have given permission, I have created a permission with a JSON structure. I change only what? Bucket name and the IP address. Now if you come here in our institution, and if I give permission, please upload this particular like data under this bucket, and you're just uploading some data. But when you go outside and you know the username password, I have to create what? Username for everyone. I have to create username for everyone, username, password. I have to give permission for what? S3. So when I give this, when you go home and when you want to access, it will not allow. If you come here, it will allow because IP address. It will check my IP address. You're uploading or downloading, accessing a bucket from which IP address. So this way we can do that. Is it clear? Permissions. You have to just copy paste in your notepad 4-5 scripts. You have to ready. Make a folder AWS, under that S3. Under that S3 you have to create what? JSON policy. Create 3-4 policy. In an interview you can say that if someone asks you what do you know about policy, how can you do that? You have to give some example. Yes, I can define this. I can protect on the security level. So I have created some policies. You can show them. Now you have an option called what? Management here. What is that? In the management you have what? I said life cycle. Basically, I have explained already the storage. Basically, storage is divided. S3 storage divided into what? Multiple different types of storage. Example, you have what? So we are allowing public access. Whatever the public or private, whatever you want to give. I have taken what? My public IP. If I want to give private IP, you can give your network IP. Example. Example. If I want to access the public IP, in a command prompt, if you say what? IP config. So you'll see what is the IP address? 192.168.29.241. So I'll say that 192.168.29.0/24. That means any IP address from this network. If you connect to the Wi-Fi router, you'll get different IP. If you connect to the Wi-Fi router, my local Wi-Fi router, you'll get different IP. If you connect to your Wi-Fi router, you'll get different IP. But everyone connected to what? Same network. The network address will be what? This, up to here. The number will be same here. But everyone will get what? This number will be changed. I got 241, you'll get 200, 20, 30, 40, something, different numbers automatically generated by Wi-Fi router. So you can specify private or public or private. Is it clear? How to check IP address in Windows? You have to make a point. IP config. IP config. Now, lifecycle rules. Why we do lifecycle? Because I want automatically swap from standard to standard IA, from the standard IA to Glacier. I want whenever 60 days, 90 days over, I want automatically it should change different types of storage classes. So if I want to do that, I have to create a rule for here. Example, I'm just creating what? I want to create what? Lifecycle rule for what? Accounting department or insurance. Example, lot of insurance. So they said that some rules. I want to apply to all objects. That means whatever the bucket having the objects, all objects I want to apply. Life cycle rules, I want move current version object between storage classes. When to move? I'll say keep it 90 days. First, whenever you're uploading the data, it will be stored into where? Standard. Remember this point. Now the insurance company says that we are going to keep at least 2 months. Lot of traffic. Lot of people will access this bucket what? Up to 2 months. After 2 months, it need to be moved where? It need to move to where? I'm saying days, 60, after object creation. Which it need to be moved where? This class, IA. The costing will be less. Then I'm saying one more. I'm saying one zone. Afterward, 90 days. That means day after creation means again I'm keeping 30 days here. 60 plus 30, 90. So I want to say that again keep 30 days in what? Standard IA. 90 days, 60 days will be kept into standard. After that it will move to here. When standard IA data is moved, it will keep into what? 30 days. Then it will move to where? One zone. After 30 days. That means total days is what? 90. I want to move what? Glacier. If I want to move, I want to say what? 120 days. So now total is what? 90 plus 120, 90 plus 40 is what? 90 plus 30 is what? 120. That means keep 30 days here. Keep 90 days, 30 days here. Keep 60 days here. Because days after object creation, 90 days I'm saying. After object creation, 120 days. That means 60 days already kept here. 30 days kept here, then 120 days. That is going to be 30 days. Then, once you're done, create a rule. Automatically, after 30 days, after 60 days, automatically move from one zone to one class to another class. We are saving the money or not? Automatically. If I have 50 buckets, if I do manually, it takes a lot of time. So it's good to go for what? Automatic. That is called what? Life cycle rules. What is that? I'm not applying, I'm just cancelling to show you. And in that you have option called what? Replication rule also. Very simple. You have to give what? Insurance documents. Apply to all files in the bucket. Which region? Ohio. Way to replicate? Same account, but bucket should be what? North Virginia. I want Ohio to North Virginia. Different bucket I have selected. I am role. So you have to say create a role. Then other options we can do, how do you replicate, whatever it may be. If I say save, what happens? It will copy from that bucket to another bucket. That is the process of what? Replication. What is the process? So I hope you got idea about policy. Life cycle rules, replication rules. Is it clear? And events also. So at least if you have got idea and if you have got some explain idea, what are the steps? So you can say that in an interview also you can easily say that what are the steps, how to do that, how to do. So that's the thing. And assignment I said what? In S3, find out access points and batch operation. What is that? Access point and batch operation. Is it clear? Fine. I'm just closing this, but I want you should do. But in a life cycle rules, immediately you cannot find because it needs 30 days or something. You cannot keep it. So what you have to do? You have to keep into where? You have to just show the steps. Events you cannot go with that because it need to have, you have to upload. You can create event, there is no problem. But you have to create topic first. Subscribe, then come to. But in the policy you have to allow one service can talk to the services or else it will not allow here. So one. And the second one is what? Replication policy. You can see that replication policy. Create the replication some XYZ files, replicate it in North Virginia, and delete what? From Ohio. Delete 4. That means available or in North Virginia or not, you can check out cross-checking. This way you can check some options. Some options you have to just follow the steps. What are the options we are getting?
So we are what use redundancy?
Redundancy of events, right? In events. So there are a lot of options are there. Redundancy means what? Basically to make a duplicate in multiple zones, but by default there is no option selecting, no need to option select. Whenever you upload, automatically it will do what? Copy multiple zones, no need to have options, no need to check it. Amazon says 11.9 guarantee of storage, right? It's called redundancy of the data, or a durability you can say. The word durability we can see. What is that? Durability. Fine. do this. It's very important in interview. They can ask about that's policy, JSON policy. 3-4 policy you have to copy and you have to paste into your notepad and keep it in a folder. Read the policy properly. They have explained what is the purpose, and I have given one use case. And second one, you have to understand event very well. It's a common notification is very important for team to team. And I have given what life cycle is also compulsory because of to save the storage costs. Replication for what? High availability. Replication for what? High availability. Please do that. Yes. Then you have to check what? Whether replicated or not. Whether the data is available on other region or not. You have not asked the question same time. Why it's 2 days or 3 days? EFS basically, I said, EFS is a private storage and this is a public storage. For example, I want to make a that is going to be example I have given. Example, very what website is like it. So in website, my application having lot of so whether I should EFS or we are storing videos. Yes, because of the video is basically comes as an object data, the cheapest solution. Cheapest the storage, but it's not a wrong decision. A storage, you can store here and here, but you have to select on the base of what? Costs. Reduce the cost. And if I have a source code which is going to be modified regularly by developer, so they want to do a lot of things. So are you going to store into S3 or EFS? S3 is only read only. Once you read, you cannot read and write, you cannot modify. But you cannot modify. But first storing, updating new things, getting back, there is one word, read and write. So which will be EFS. Script, JavaScript, .NET, PHP, Python script, story. So that script will be used by this is not an object. Code is not an object. Code is an object in about photos, audio. This is convert text which can be modified. EFS is because of what? The data. You have to understand the data type. Object data is different. Block data. Block data means which can be modified anytime, which needs a lot of read and write operation. And if I want to install operating system application, Nginx, Conquer, Java, where should I? EFS EBS. There are 3 storage. I said you cannot install the application. Operating system application there is not already. You cannot install what? Operating system application. Please, it's very important.